Most people treat strength like it's optional, like it's just a personal choice, and you can live a fulfilling and worthwhile, meaningful life without it. And that is not true. Strength is obligatory, especially if you want to live well, because your ability to do good in this world is limited by your strength. And if you don't understand that, you'll never reach your full potential, not just physically, but in life in general. Weakness has consequences. Weakness is not neutral. It costs you. It costs you opportunities. It costs you confidence. It costs you the ability to act when it matters. And eventually, it costs you control over your life. Because if you can't handle pressure, you avoid it. And when you avoid pressure, you avoid growth. You avoid responsibility. You avoid becoming the person that you're capable of being. So, what's the alternative? Grow stronger, obviously. Now, most people hear the word strength and they think about muscles. They think heavy barbells, bulging biceps, visible six pack, washboard abs. But real strength goes deeper than that. Strength is about your ability to handle pressure, to carry responsibility, to remain composed when life gets difficult. The gym is just the training ground. What you do there shows up everywhere else in your life, in your relationships, in your work, in your leadership, because strength determines more than just your physical ability. Strength expands your capacity for good. Strength determines how much responsibility you can carry, whether it be physically, mentally, or emotionally. The stronger you are, the more pressure you can handle, the more people you can support, the more problems you can solve, the more stability you can bring into difficult situations. Your strength determines how much good you're capable of bringing into the world, because we all have a responsibility to be a force for good, at least if you're trying to be a good person. It's your responsibility to be a force for good, to help people, to protect, to build, to lead, to bring hope, discipline, wisdom, and stability into the lives of others. But if you're weak, you can only be a weak force for good. And if you're strong, you can carry more responsibility, more hardship. You have better service. That's why strength matters. And whether people say it out loud or not, a man's worth is measured by the responsibility he can carry. If you can't handle pressure, you don't get responsibility. And if you don't get responsibility, you don't get opportunity. And if you don't get opportunity, you don't get to lead in your life. That's the reality. But strength doesn't appear automatically. Strength is built through difficult choices. You build strength by choosing to do difficult things over and over and over again. You do one more rep. You add 5 more pounds to the bar. You'd have one uncomfortable conversation. You make one difficult decision. All of that is how you build strength. And most people avoid doing that. They choose what's easy, they choose what's convenient, and they stay weak. But every time you choose difficulty, you reinforce something deeper than strength. You build your character. You build your discipline, resilience, focus, capacity. You start to tell yourself the story that you are the kind of person who can do difficult things and persevere. And that story is priceless. Rep by rep, you become someone who doesn't fold under pressure. So the question isn't, do you want to be strong? It's whether or not you're willing to accept the responsibility of developing your strength. Because strength isn't convenient. Becoming strong is not comfortable, but it's necessary if you want to live well and do meaningful good in the world. Now, if you want to build meaningful strength that allows you to live well and do good in the world, check out the 1% Better Challenge down below. And if you're serious about becoming stronger, more capable, and harder to break, subscribe to the channel. Barbell helping you develop the strength and nutrition habits for a life well lived. I hope to see y'all in that next video. Peace.